Here at Grace Kennedy, we're in the very embryonic stages of our ESG journey. Whilst we have a long-standing track record of corporate social responsibility initiatives and just generally responsible business practices, formalizing our ESG program is relatively new to us. And so I was looking for a program that would help not only me with my personal goals, but also the company that I work for in our goals to become a more ESG focused organization. The online program offered me flexibility, so I could learn whilst continuing to fulfill my role as a head of communications for Grace Kennedy. But I also like the live aspect of it because it allowed for interaction between me and the other people on the program. So my peers were also doing the executive education, as well as the really knowledgeable instructors. I liked that it started with the basics. So there was a module, at the very beginning that even if you knew a little bit about ESG before, it kind of contextualized everything in the 2023 context. So we were getting, very current updates on, where we were with regulations, whether it's in Europe or the US. And we're able to interact and discuss that as a group under the E, the S, and the G. So I found that to be really helpful because it kind of gave us that foundation. And then we broke off into our various focus areas. And I thought that was a really great way that it was structured, have everyone together in the very beginning, speaking to, some of the core issues and then branching off into our areas of specialization. What I really found to be a really fantastic aspect of it was the simulation that we did towards the end of the strategy module. We were asked to, be the general manager of this fictional company that had to make a decision considering all of these variables through an ESG lens, right? And work with the different stakeholders and strategize how we were going to approach a project. And I found that to be very helpful from a professional development standpoint. We recently published our inaugural Environmental Social Governance Report at Grace Kennedy, which outlines our goals and targets for the near future. And what the ESG strategy program or certificate rather has helped me doing and is helping me doing is the rollout of ESG across our group. So how are we going to integrate this? How are we going to operationalize these targets, these goals? And so I found that the things that I've learned on this course have become very useful, especially when we're doing presentations to our stakeholders, whether internal or external, about the strategy and how it ties in with our overall vision. So I found the Wharton program to be a really great opportunity to wrap my head around ESG, whether it's strategy, whether it's finance. It really has, provided me with new perspective and some really useful tools and information to help with the integration of ESG.